Hi, this is Christine of Girl Traveler. Recently I've been getting a lot of questions from people about how can I fund my travels or how can I make money living abroad? Well, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to smush both of those questions together and answer it in one video. So, today's topic is
how to make money for travel and living abroad.
Now, there are many types of travel jobs out there. Anywhere from being a flight attendant to working on a cruise ship, being a yoga instructor at some kind of resort hotel, or being an au pair. There's a whole bunch of things that you can possibly choose from, and there are more options than this video can potentially hold. If you want to work abroad the legal way, which most of us do, right? Then what you're going to need is a working visa. In order to get this working visa, what you must do is to find a company that will hire and sponsor your working visa. Foreigners will probably feel very limited in the type of work they can and can't do. What the government stipulates is that a foreigner can only have a job that a national cannot perform. So that means you have to either have like a special skill or expertise that allows you to work in the country. That leaves a lot of us with teaching English. Apply for a Teach Abroad program. When you're teaching abroad, it's a full-time job. You will probably be working in a public school or a private school. You will be earning a salary that allows you to live somewhat comfortably within the country's economy. It should provide you with enough money for an apartment rent each month, as well as daily expenses and monthly utilities. When I lived in Korea, I worked with the EPIC program, and that was a government-funded program working in the public schools. What I made in Korea actually funded a lot of my travels. If you are interested in applying for a place like Japan, then what I would highly recommend is the JET program, which is a very reputable company. Again, you're teaching in public schools. One of my favorite sites that I like to check out for job listings, English teaching job listings, happens to be Dave's ESL Cafe. I will leave the links down below in the description box or on my website, so be sure to check those out. When you're in a work visa, one thing to keep in mind is that you are contracted to work only for the company that sponsors you. You cannot work outside. You can't get a part-time job or like a freelance job on the side. You can only work for that company. Reason why I bring this up is because of the next option, which happens to be private tutoring. Now, private tutoring is actually an illegal job because you aren't supposed to work outside of your contract, and if you don't have a working visa, you're not supposed to work, period. But still, a lot of expats do that for some extra cash. You're offering your service to help tutor someone in English or math or whatever they need. Keep in mind, if the authorities do find out, then you will be boosted from the country, and I'm pretty sure they won't let you come back in. Whatever else that follows, I really don't know because I've never been illegal like that, or I've just never been caught. Next, volunteer work exchange programs. Now, I know a work exchange doesn't make you money, but it does help fund your stay. You'll perform work in exchange for room and board. You work anywhere from on a farm to at a bed and breakfast, a hostel, what have you. Keep in mind, this is also a full-time job. You probably won't have time to do much outside of it. You might have some time during the weekends to sightsee and explore, but it all depends on what you've negotiated in terms of your contract. Good places to find these jobs are at HelpX or Woof. Again, links will be down below for you to check out. Become location independent. Now, what does that mean, location independent? It means that you have a skill or an expertise, something like IT or web design, or maybe you can translate, things in different languages. You have this kind of expertise that allows you to work anywhere around the globe while working with a client, maybe at home in your own country or in other countries. You can either pick up jobs as you go, as you travel, or you can have like a steady client back home who is giving you work. Be an entrepreneur, or think of a service that you can offer others. There's a lot of travelers and nomads out there who are funding their travels and their living abroad by being location independent. whether they're writing books or creating services online. A good place to offer that service would be your expat community. And the reason why I say that is just because expats tend to understand each other. They tend to be tight because we're all struggling with similar issues, and that being language barriers, that being having to move around, as well as not being able to find information. If you can find a service or provide a service that kind of helps your fellow expat, then that might be a good way to go. So if you have a special skill that you can offer or provide to expats, then that might be a good idea. Actually, I've known expats to start their own business. I know some expats who started a moving company because the expat community tends to move a lot. Be a blogger or a vlogger. Now, I know a lot of people will say that you can make a lot of money and get rich by blogging and vlogging, and that's usually the exception more than the rule. But you could be that exception. So I'm not going to poo-poo on that. Basically, if you're interested in blogging, then I would suggest opening up your own WordPress account or a Blogger account. I prefer WordPress because that's what I'm on. I just find that it's more intuitive and easier to understand. If you're interested in video, then open a YouTube account. Start making videos, learn how to shoot, edit, upload your stuff. For both of them, know your niche market, know what you can offer people in terms of information, what excites you and you feel passionate about, because that's going to have to last throughout your whole blog. And be willing to put a lot of time in researching how to make your blog or vlog more effective, how to get people to follow you or to read your stuff or to watch your stuff. That's a big part about making money. So you won't get rich quick or instantaneously with that one. It will take time. You will have to put in a lot of energy and a lot of work. So I wouldn't quit my day job. Hopefully this video was helpful for you and it gave you some ideas. And if you have any recommendations or ideas or things that you've tried or don't feel works, whatever, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below so that we can all be inspired or, informed of other options out there. Give this video a thumbs up or a like, subscribe to my channel, and until then, travel safe, smart, and fun.